Well, hello, it's Yar.
Hello, Elizabeth. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
It's
Very pleased to
so,
be with you.
yes, thank you so much for being able to have a chat. I realize we're in, are we 6 hours apart in our
Yeah.
time zones? So it's evening for you. So thank you for taking the time to connect with us. I'm so excited to share what it is you have to talk about today, which is the idea of fertility tourism. So this is brand new for many of us. And so we'll talk a little bit about what that is, and then how your clinic helps women and couples who are going through fertility challenges to explore another way of perhaps experiencing that journey.
Great.
So Itziar Larrauri, did I
Yeah.
pronounce that well? Okay, is
Correct.
yes, she's the patient manager at La Clinica Vista Hermosa in Alicante, Spain. And I understand from Itziar that this clinic name refers to the beautiful view that they have from their town,
Exactly.
and that it is a beautiful destination in and of itself. So maybe you could tell us a little bit about your clinic and your role with them and how you got interested in it since you've been working with them for a number of years. What's the clinic like, and how do you help patients take their kind of first step? What do they experience?
Well, this clinic actually is one of the oldest private hospitals in Alicante and the area. And we have been doing reproduction for over 35 years already. And a few years ago, we found out that actually people were looking abroad for a treatment. So we started running the international department, which we think is very helpful for patients because they give them the opportunity to look for new views and new options that in their country they cannot find. So we try to, in the international department, we try to make it easier for them to go through the process.
Very nice. Yes, I understand from speaking with Salome, one of your colleagues, that there is a real care, a culture of care, even from the moment that the couple is booking their travel or getting picked up from the airport or finding accommodations locally. And that's really beautiful, because what would be nicer than being kind of nested and held in a nurturing way through that whole experience, which can be otherwise very stressful.
Yes, well, actually, our very well parents starts in the very beginning. They contact us because they feel it's very important when someone is trying to find their wish to become parents to feel supported from the very beginning. So from the moment they contact, when they ask to speak with the doctors, when they send any question, when they come here, because they come to a country that is not their language, so we need to know what we are going to find and how we are going to be able to connect with people. So there we are to try to make their trip and their experience much easier. So
Mm-hmm. And
uh, I
and
think
what do you? Oh, sorry. What were you going to say?
I was going to say that we think that's very positive because this even maximizes their success because of the supportive they feel.
Right. Yes. So maximizing success through feeling supported. I can imagine that has far-reaching effects in the body and the mind, and can only help one's fertility success. The more support, the better.
I think so. Yes, that's what we think.
So, what are the special features of your fertility treatment program that might be different from something in, say, North America?
Well, although North America is very well, it's very advanced in medicine. We think that um, the laws, the facilities, and being a hospital that has more than 17 years teaching and preparing doctors and biologists in specializing in reproduction, we have all the new technologies, and we not only use these new technologies for our teaching, but also in benefits of our patients. And obviously in Spain, it's different than the rest of countries. First of all, because we are on the head in medicine in Europe, and also we have very competitive prices. The laws are very open also. So I think all this is benefits for patients, and it's a very good reason for them to think of Spain and hospital to do their treatments.
Right. Well, we know that here, in terms of a dollar value, one IVF cycle, for example, would cost between $17,000 and $25,000 in North America in dollars. So, what would clients expect to pay for a cycle approximately in your clinic?
Well, between 4,000 and maybe 10,000 euros
right.
for everything.
Right.
It's not something as expensive as in the US.
Right.
More competitive prices here.
Yes, that's much more competitive, isn't it? And potentially to have a more relaxing, supported experience.
Yes, I think so. Mm-hmm.
And I understand too that your facilities do offer integrative support, so they can experience the conventional, all the technologies and all the advanced in terms of medications and procedures. And then if women want to have acupuncture, for example, they can have that. Is that right on site?
Yes, we help them with all the processes. We have not only medication and medical technology, but we have also other services that, such as acupuncture, for example, or other intralipids, other treatments that are not medical, but may help them also to maximize for the success of their treatment.
Amazing. And so when clients first reach out to you, and maybe they've had some experiences in their home country with fertility treatment, and they're kind of in a place, I imagine, where they're frustrated or they're not yet pregnant, what are they calling you and saying that is their main struggle or frustration at that time?
Well, they are just looking for success, and they don't know why they don't achieve pregnancy. They have actually, when they call us, they come from a very long fertility journey, many tests, many unsuccessful treatments, and they are looking for understanding, because that's very important for them, for confidence, for honesty, for success, obviously, because success and competitive prices, that's something that we can offer here, but also that big support that they need. They need someone to sit with them and explain them what has happened and what can happen now with them. So they can easily and clearly speak with the doctors and solve their questions.
Amazing. So when a couple comes to Alicante and they start their treatment, let's say they live and work in Canada or the US, or probably even Australia. I imagine you have clients as far away as, and other countries in Europe, of course. So do they stay in Spain for extended periods of time, or do they kind of go for the week and then go back and then go for another week, depending on what treatment they're having?
Yes, depending on what treatment, and also depending on where they are coming from, because if you're coming from the US, from Canada, from Australia, you're very far away to come one day to meet the doctor and do all the tests here.
Yeah.
So in these cases, what we do, we can perfectly do a Skype appointment.
Yes.
We help them through all the process while they're in their countries. So they just need to be here by the end of the treatment when they have to do either egg collections or embryo transfers or things like these, inseminations. So they can do everything comfortable in their countries with their own doctors.
Okay.
Also be in contact with their doctors to make it easier for them.
Okay.
And they can just come for the end of the treatment. If they are closer, we always recommend them to come and visit, because that way, when they come back later for the embryo transfer or for the egg collection or for anything, they already know where they are coming.
Yeah.
They know the doctor already. They feel more comfortable. So
Yeah.
we don't add more stress to that already stressful situation.
Right. Now, I'm curious, because I know people are going to ask about this. How do you find that collaboration between the medical team in Alicante and the medical team in the home clinic or home country?
Well, we do through the patients if they agree. Some of them are referred by their patients, some are referred by a neighbor that has been here before. And what we try when they say, where do I do my test? Where do I go for the scan? Well, they sometimes have their own gynecologist, so we can perfectly contact. And if not, sometimes we do work with clinics in their area or close to where we can refer them to. If not, we can also help them try to find someone. Well, there is always a support from the doctors here if they need a letter for there to find out or to book a Skype, a scan, or any tests, anything that we can help them with, we do. And if they give us their doctor's contact, we perfectly do everything together.
Amazing. If people want to reach out to you and learn more about the services provided at your clinic at CR, how can they find you? How can they ask questions? How do they get in touch?
It's very simple. It's very easy. We have our website and Facebook, and there you can find our details. Since we are a hospital, we are working 365 days a year.
Okay.
That's one of the advantages of contacting a hospital. At least our hospital, we do work every day. And they can easily contact by telephone. They can send an email with any query they have, and they will receive a response within the 24 hours. So
Great.
they will never feel alone or forgotten. They can always contact us. Emergencies, anything.
Yeah, it's so neat. It's so unique to be able to have that direct contact with a physician as needed. That's quite rare. Yeah.
I know. It's rare that it's rare, but because, patients, that's what patients need.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
So every time we have our telephone and computers, emails, phone calls, and so we are like intermediates between the patients and the doctors.
Yes.
And we never stop.
Okay. Well, what an amazing and very special service to be able to offer. Thank you so much for sharing about this. I think it would be so phenomenal for people to be able to explore this opportunity and have a lot more ease with their fertility journey. Even though there's travel, you're going to a beautiful location, and it sounds like you're met with an amazing team who are completely understanding and on your side, and ready to make that as successful and maybe even as pleasurable as possible.
That's what we try.
Mm-hmm.
And encourage people to contact abroad because there are many, many good opportunities overseas. So
very exciting to know about this. Thank you so much, Itziar. We'll be sure to post the contact information below the video so that people can find you and connect if that resonates with them.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Gracias.
Time. Thank you. Gracias.
Adios.
Adios. Bye.
Bye.